Welcome back, second graders. We are continuing our work today with being a good citizen. As I read in this chapter, we're going to chapter 3, Get Involved, on page 10. As I read, I'd like for you to think about how you can participate or be a part of your community. And how can you participate positively in your community? What are some ways that you can contribute to make your community a better place? Chapter 3, Get Involved. Good citizens are involved in the community. They get to know their neighbors and other citizens. They work to make their community a better place to live. What can you do to get involved? Start by taking part in after-school activities. Join a community center or youth group. They have programs and activities just for kids. You can have fun and make new friends. Another way to get involved is to follow local news. That will let you know what is going on in your community. For example, you might learn that your police department is teaching a free bike safety class. Maybe you will want to take the class. How can you follow the news? Read school and local newspapers. Watch the local news with a parent. Then talk about what you learned. Ask family members their opinions and share your own. Let's go back and read this caption. After-school activities can be a good way to try new things. Just joking. Question, did you hear the joke about the community center's roof? Answer, never mind, it's over your head. So silly. All right, so think about ways that you can get involved in your community. What were some of the reasons or some of the details, that they gave for being involved in your community? Being a good citizen includes voting. Citizens can vote in local, state, and national elections. You must be 18 years old to vote in most states. Every 4 years, citizens elect the President of the United States. And this is what your parents and Ms. Letchworth and all of your teachers are looking forward to doing this year as a citizen of the United States. We get to vote, and this will be you in about 10 years. Kids can vote too. How? Many schools invite kids to take part in a mock election. It helps students learn about the election process. Now, we don't have a mock election at Matthews Elementary, but you might when you go to middle and high school. It helps you practice for a real local, state, or national election. Let's read this Did You Know box. People in the United States vote on Election Day. Election Day is always the Tuesday after the first Monday in November. How else can you get involved? Learn about your community history. Visit museums and town landmarks. Those are special places to visit. They usually do teach you about history, especially the history of Matthews, or maybe you could go to Raleigh to visit the history of North Carolina, or places all across the state and country. Go with a parent to take a tour of your city hall. Meet some of your elected officials. Attend a school board meeting. Some schools have a student council. They organize special activities and help make school decisions. If you have a student council, you can vote to elect officers. You may also want to serve on the council. Now, we don't have a student council at Matthews Elementary. We do have leadership opportunities when you get into 5th grade, and then you can look for a student council opportunity when you get to middle school and high school. Let's read this caption for this picture. Most museums welcome students. Another great place to get involved in your community. So let's remember some of the details on these 2 pages for ways to participate or get involved in your community. You can take part in a mock election, a practice election, it says. You could visit places in your community that teach you about history and government. You can take part in a student council if your school has one. This reading will help prepare you for your lesson questions on the next page.